Hi there. I want to give you some tips on how to get over 25 people in your own office. The first tip really is based around first generation leaders that you have for yourself. It's absolutely vital that you have more than 5 first generation leaders if you want to get past 25 guys. What you will find, some of those leaders will actually be training leaders that are keen to build a team, and you probably have some that are just happy to enjoy the environment and learn. So it's very, very important that you put yourself in a powerful position by making sure that you continue as a new owner to go out and put on first generation leaders. It's probably one of the biggest things and one of the biggest mistakes that I see new owners make. Point 2, for every leader that you have in your office that can do the 8 things that I'm about to list, you'll actually end up probably with about 5 guys in your office. And that's including yourself and then the other guys as well. So if you can get 4 people in your office that can do these 8 things, yourself being the 5th person, you will find that you will have 25 guys. I would base all my leaders meetings, all my morning meetings around these topics, and you could run so many different ideas on it. So let me give you the list of 8 things that your leaders must be able to do to be successful and to be able to get promoted. Okay, the first one is actually being positive. And what I mean by that is being really positive, genuinely understanding what having a positive attitude means. Not bouncing off the walls, high-fiving, yahooing, that type of stuff. I mean genuinely in your gut being someone that wants to find solutions, that wants to solve problems. Teaching your leaders really about what positivity is, and it's actually how you think, not just the actions that you take. So I'd be running meetings and educating my leaders based on that. The second thing is, can they recruit? And when I'm talking about recruitment, I'm talking about their ability to explain the direct sales industry. I'm talking about their ability to explain commission, hours, different clients that we have. Can the person retain somebody, over a period of time? Do they know what to do? Do they know how to do that? So someone that can actually take someone from that first, observation or presentation day stage, through and develop somebody over their first month so they understand the industry. The third one is their ability to be able to run sectors, or if you're in events, their ability to be able to run a site. Can your leaders, do they know what to do if sales are high in the sector? Do they know what to do if sales are low? Do they know what to do if there's territory issues? If there's problems, with one person in the sector and the site, can they solve these problems and can they solve those issues? So that's certainly a development area that would be really, really key in regards to your leaders. Fourth one, can they manage prime time properly? Do they understand how the meeting room works? Who's working with who? Are new people being looked after? Is the music at the right level? Are the pairings right, for the impacts that are being run? Can your leader, monitor and oversee and run that prime time correctly? The 5th one, sales consistency. I think that's an obvious one, but incredibly important. Why they have to do that. Having leaders in your office, that are incredibly consistent will make your office very, very easy to run and certainly get you to 25 guys faster. Your leader's ability to be able to run sales impacts. Do they know what to run? Do they know when to run it? Do they know how to run it? Do they know how to deliver it correctly to get the right impact across? Which is very, very important as well. Number 7 I've got down here is, can they actually retrain? Can they physically take somebody in the field and show that person how to make money, over the day, teach and educate and coach that person, how to make a great deal of money in the field. And then the 8th one, can they run and lead an effective road trip? Those 8 things I focus all my training with my leaders on. I'm looking at going, if I can have a leader in my office that can do those 8 things, there'll be another 5 people in my office. So I want a minimum of 4 guys in my office that can do those things. I can obviously do them myself as well. So there's 5 of us that can do that. That's going to equate to 25 guys, in your office. So I'd be focusing your meetings based around those topics. The next point is knowing your numbers correctly. Do you know how much money you would make if you had 25 guys in your office? If you don't know the answer to that question, how are you going to chase that number? How are you going to focus on that number? If you know how much money financially the reward for you is going to be of having 25 guys, it will help motivate you to do the right thing to get to 25 guys. And sometimes people just don't know the financial numbers, the matchup of that 25 guys in the field, so they don't chase that figure. Put a date on it when you're going to do it. Put a goal, I'm going to have my 25 guys by this time, and the financial reward is going to be equate to X amount of money. It's really, really important that you know that number and you know the financial reward for yourself. And the last point I've got down here is just a likability factor. I think it's an underrated quality, but it's really, really important that the guys in your location like you. You know, recruiting and building a big office is a bit of a popularity contest in some respects. You have to make sure you have the admin on side. You've got to make sure that other people in your building like you. Do you work well with the other owners in your location? You know, do you have that likability factor? You know, when you're dealing with guys in your office, are people excited to see you? You know, you won't get to 25 guys if you don't engage your guys and that they're not, you know, happy to see you, you know, each and every day, you know, that you come in. So just making sure that you're likable, you're taking time and you're caring about your guys is such an important factor to get to 25 people. That's my top tips.